Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 10/2/23. Last weekend, the weekend before last, actually, we had a hurricane. I believe it was Idell. I'm not sure. One of those, who the fuck cares, that came in. Gifting us with, ruining the weekend, of course, and gifting us with approximately, I don't know, maybe about 72 hours of rain. I think it was just straight through rain, cloudy. No chance of getting the camera out and taking the sun or the moon. Not a chance at all. And then the storm disappeared. Monday, Tuesday, I think it was gone completely. Tuesday, it was beautiful outside. Wednesday, beautiful outside. You know. Thursday, another beautiful day. Then last Friday, we had an historic event that happened. I asked people about this. Where do you think this storm came from? Oh, it was left over from the hurricane. Bullshit! Wake the fuck up. The hurricane went up to Rhode Island. Went up to Massachusetts. Cape Cod. It disappeared all the way up. It fizzled out. That's what hurricanes do here when they hit New York. Okay? There was no remnants of it at all whatsoever. This storm on Friday gave us an extra bonus of 7.1 world record rain here in Westchester County. Everything got flooded. Bronx River is closed. Hutch is closed. Sawmill, the Springbrook Parkway, all major highways closed. Okay, I don't know about the Springbrook Parkway. Probably down by the Major Dig, and it closed down there, definitely. Because I was able to get home. Because I waited it out. You know, I mean, I wasn't going to go... That's not important. My point is, there was absolutely no warning about this at all whatsoever. None. Okay? None. Weatherman didn't warn us at all. He sure as hell does when the winter comes and we get snow. It's all of a sudden we become farmers. We need bread, butter, and milk. But no warning about this. Should have been obvious. I mean, I was tracking the storm since, like, Friday morning, and I could see there was a lot of red, purple in the radar, and red and purple, boys and girls, are not very good, okay? That usually means chance of hail, horrendous downpours. It was obvious. First thing I did is call the significant other, move the car out of the garage immediately. She did, and others followed. They were smart, because that flooded. And same with all the other buildings right next to me, too. All flooded. In fact, some of them still don't have power. We, fortunate enough, do. But don't you understand they're manipulating the weather? And they've been doing this from the beginning. I mean, don't you understand that? What do you think those fucking chemtrails are up there? What do you think those lines in the skies that mysteriously come out of nowhere with this little plane that passes by and goes interact with a bigger cloud and they morph into something even bigger? What do you think those are? Just so it could look like a painting in the sky? No. They're manipulating the weather, and they've been doing this for a long time now. Now it's getting worse because they've been able to figure out air pressure and where these storms are coming from and how to intensify it in certain areas. But you see, the problem is they're playing with their own people here in the U.S. unless if it's somebody else from a different country, which I highly doubt. Now, all these planes come from here in the U.S. These chemtrail planes, which are specifically out there. Because I don't find them on the tracker. If you look on the plane tracker, because that's how we figured out that planes mysteriously disappear when they go out to the ocean, because there's no radar out there. Because there are no fucking satellites up there, because there's no space. And the only satellites that you see up there are held up by a weather balloon. Not a weather balloon, but a balloon. You know, you get an object far enough into the atmosphere up there, say 50, 60 miles, maybe even less than that, 40 miles, above air traffic. They could be up there for 6-8 months. That's why sometimes they crash down into the forest, being held up by a big balloon. You think that's a joke? It's not a joke. It's real. I don't know where I was going with this. Anyway, so just touching base, letting you know what's happening in Westchester County. Everybody is now back to normal. But then when you go up about 25 minutes up north, everything's fine. See, Brooklyn was hit the worst. 9.1 inches of rain without being affected by a hurricane. This was a regular storm, popped up out of fucking nowhere on Friday. Pouring rain all day Friday. I was soaking wet. Excuse me. It's just unbelievable. So I see nobody is taking advantage of proving the globe to us flat earthers. Has anybody proven it at all? No. No, they haven't. They think they have. They think that they see a curve off of when they're up in a plane. Really? Planes only go about 30,000 feet. They think they see a curve when they go to the ocean. Really? No, that's funny. Or when they're on the mountain. There's a problem with that because the top scientists of the entire world, I'm talking world here, not just the country, even says no. No, you cannot see a curvature unless if you're out there in space. Has anybody bothered to put a camera on any of these rockets and actually show the Earth getting smaller and smaller and smaller into this blue marble that you know very well that's on your iPhone? No, they haven't. They never will. Has anybody up in the ISS ever done a 360 degree turn to show us what they're looking at? No. No, they won't. No, they'll just show the curvature going, making a smiley face and then a frown, and that's what you get. That's what you get. That's a shame. Has anybody proven us what the hell is made out of these spacesuits, this magical pack that's in the back? Huh? What's in there? What's in there that's preventing the vacuum of space to make it blow up like a balloon? How is that? How is that possible? And flexi hands, too. See, because people don't go to physics. The physics class is very small, shall we say. It's tiny. Just a few people. And nobody listens to them anyway, because they consider them nerds. Well, at least in my day they did. But they understand that that's not possible. And in all the scientific movies, not even science, fiction movies, I should say, that I have watched, I couldn't even fathom an idea of how they can make that possible in that magical pack, which is actually quite small. You know, when you go scuba diving, those oxygen tanks are almost twice the size of that thing. That's just going scuba diving. These are quite slim. Let's see what else. Politics. Bullshit. Nonsense. None of them care about you. Well, maybe one does, but he's getting so ridiculed. And if people don't see this now, how corrupt politics are, then they're really sad. Real quick, because I got a phone call. I'm going to miss it, but just, okay. All of a sudden now they're worried about The border? Holy shit, you know, the border's been going on for 2 years now. Now we're talking about it? They've been coming through now for 2 years, 2.5 years almost. All right, I gotta take this. Thank you for subbing and thank you for viewing my videos and let me be a part of your life. I'll do it too on this one.